Good evening. Welcome back to Mo's channel. Today, May the 30th, 2020. I was going to be negative, but I want to be positive. I was not going to do a video on this topic because it was my hope that after so many killings, after so many protests, after so many marches and speeches and rallies and riots, it was my fucking hope that somebody, somewhere, would realize what the problem was and had to address it. It was my hope. But that's not the case. So here I am, about a year ago, I made a video on this topic. Mike Brown, Sean killed. St. Louis, Ferguson. They rise up. You think would learn. Dylan Roof kills 9 people in a church. I think it was South Carolina. The president gets up, sings Amazing Grace. You think would learn. Black woman in Texas arrested in the back of a truck, dies in jail. Trayvon Martin, Eric Gardner, now Mr. Floyd. Now Mr. Floyd. For some reason, I could not find out why the man was arrested. But from what I understand, it had to do with a counterfeit bill. Do you know how many counterfeit bills are in motherfucking circulation? I know I've had counterfeit bills because when I go catch a bus and I try to put my money in, it won't accept it. When I go to vending machines and I put it in, it won't accept it. So I'm pretty certain it is a counterfeit bill. Did I make it? No. Some of them I get from the ATM. Some of them I get from stores when they give me change back. They say, the police say he was resisting arrest. The camera says no. The policeman had his knee on his neck for 8 minutes, 2 minutes after he had died. So it took him 6 minutes to kill him, but for 2 minutes, he wanted to make sure this nigga is dead. Because that's what niggas should be, right, police? Niggas should be dead, right, police? That's why you have guns, right, police? To pop, 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 shoot niggas in the back, right, police? About 2-3 weeks ago, a black man in Georgia, jogging, shot. Why was he shot? He was a thief. What did he steal? What did he steal? Too bad he can't tell us what he stole because he's dead. Ain't that right, white man? You suspect a black man of something, fuck the evidence, fuck the question, and just pop, take him out, right? Right, Trayvon Martin? Right, those boys in Florida that was at a gas station enjoying their music? Take them out. So you ask yourself, who are these protesters? What are they protesting against? Why are they out there? Why are they looting? Why are they fucking shit up? Burning shit down. Burning down precincts. Burning down police cars. Why? You want me to tell you why? You step on my neck every fucking day. You hit me in my head every fucking day. You kick me in my belly every fucking day. At some point I say, fuck you, bitch. I've had enough. Oh, my fault. Niggas, we just some dumb shit animals, right? You know, like a little dog, you kick the dog, it goes, whoa, 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 whoa. It's gonna come back to you for a bone. It's all good. It's all good, right? That's what we niggas are. Some dumb fucking shit animals that you white people can do any fucking thing to. And we should just sit there and take it. I'm a nice, happy, smiling, Bojangle nigga. Jucking and jiving. Give me a watermelon. That's what niggas do, right? We eat watermelon and sit on our fucking lazy asses all day. Ain't that right, white people? Ain't that right, police? All we do is steal. We too dumb to have a regular job, right? Right, policeman? Right, white man? These people have had enough. And when will you motherfuckers open your fucking ears and your fucking eyes and listen? When? Destroying property? Now, that's where I might defer with them. Destroying police property? Burning police cars? Burning down precincts? Yes, those are the motherfuckers that are killing us, so fuck them. Fuck your police car, fuck your precinct, because it is in that police car that you arrest black men and put them to die. Like that man in Baltimore, Freddie Gray. Fuck your precincts, because it is in those precincts that you take the men that you arrest. The black men. So there I have no problem. But don't destroy black businesses, because those black business people are like you and they have done you no wrong. Do not destroy your neighborhoods, because they will not rebuild your neighborhood. Go to South Central LA. It's still fucked up. Go to Watts. It's still fucked up. Oakland. It's still fucked up. So don't destroy your neighborhoods. Rather, to send a message to your oppressor, who is the white man and the white policeman. Destroy white people's neighborhoods. Burn them down. Destroy white people's businesses. Burn them down. Because when you go to the white person's environment and cause destruction, that is when the white person will feel some fucking pain. and start to notice that what they're doing is wrong. But as long as you destroy your own, they look at you as ignorant, dumb niggas. When you go for theirs, then you get their fucking attention. So don't go downtown. Go to the suburbs. Why are they looting? That's hard to justify. That's hard to justify. It could be justified from an economic depravity standpoint, but I cannot justify stealing. I've committed many crimes in my life. Got away with pretty much all of them. But I have never, ever, ever stolen from anyone. But what's the problem? Is it police brutality? Is it racial insensitivities of police? What is the problem? Because if the problem was police brutality, well, white men would be getting beat up and shot. Asian men would be getting beat up and shot. Latino men would be getting beat up and shot a little bit more so they could equal niggas. No. The problem with America, as has been the problem with America since its founding, when 20 slaves were brought to Portsmouth, Virginia, I think it was in 1619, prior to the landing of the Mayflower. And from then on, America had a racial problem. The problem with America is and has always been the clash between white and black, between master and slave, between oppressor and oppressed, between controller and controlled. See, if black people were animals, there'd be no problem. No fucking problem. Put us in cages, every now and then come there, throw some food in there so we don't die. Maybe give us some little entertainment, so we could boogie, whatever. There'd be no problem. The problem is me, a black person, is as much of a human being as you, a white person. And because of that, I cannot tolerate your oppression. As a result of me not being able to tolerate your stupidity, I resist. When I resist, you push back, and the struggle goes on and on. But there are two kinds of racism. There's institutional racism, and there's consumer racism. Now you might say, what is institutional racism, nigga? How the fuck can an institution be racist? Well, well, when police are trained to view black people as more likely to commit a crime, as more likely to steal something, as more likely to sell drugs, based on what? Based on what? Presumptions. Unfounded presumptions. Then that is institutional racism. When entire state legislatures in the South decide to rescind the protections surrounding black people's right to vote, and the Supreme Court supports it, that's institutional racism. When banks as a whole establish a higher hurdle for qualification when it comes to lending practices, that is institutional racism. Institutional racism is racism, or is policies established by institutions, whether they be government institutions, business institutions, academic institutions, nonprofit institutions, any institution that establishes a policy designed to discriminate. And when I say discriminate, that means you apply different criteria. So designed to discriminate against black people. That is institutional racism. Well, you say, that's a thing of the past. There's no fucking way that shit still goes on today. You're talking Jim Crow shit. That's what? 50s, 60s? I mean, black people can drink at the same water fountains as white people now. They could eat in the same restaurants as white people. They could live in the same neighborhoods. Really? Hillary Clinton, in speaking to black gangbangers, referred to these black men as super predators. I take that personal. When I was a youth, I rolled with gangs until the age of about 12, when I started playing high school sports, and I let that go. Super predators, like a tiger or a lion crawling across the savannah looking for its prey. Bill Clinton, her husband, who was president at that time, signed the 3 Strikes Law, which alone is responsible for putting more black men behind bars for non-violent offenses than any other piece of legislation in this nation's history. Until Bill Clinton, there were not nearly that many black men in prison. Ronald Reagan, Iran-Contra, he was responsible for funneling cocaine, which was turned into crack, into the inner cities. Freeway Ricky Ross, not the little wannabe rapper, former prison warden dude. The real Ricky Ross. Crack brought about such devastation in the black community. It is hard to even comprehend. Bush Sr., in campaigning against Michael Dukakis, came up with his Willie Horton ad. Look here, white people, this white man let this black man out of prison, and guess what this black man did? He came for you, white person. So if you want to be protected from black people, vote for me. Do I even need to talk about Trump? Do I even need to talk about Trump? That is a definition of racism right there. That is a definition of fucking racism. And all Republicans that are in bed with him, the label fits you. Biden, as a senator, was opposed to busing, to segregate schools. And then he came out and said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. So guess what, black man? You're still a fucking slave, ain't you? The first black president, right? Oh, he wasn't born in this country. He didn't go to Columbia. He was just a fucking community organizer. He's intellectually lazy. And then the Congress of No. The GOP Congress of No. Anything and everything Obama tried to do and say, no, no, no. Why? They were determined that this black man should fail. Colin Kaepernick, in exercising the right guaranteed him as a U.S. citizen under the U.S. Constitution, took a knee to protest the racism that had been embedded in the national anthem. The NFL commissioner and the NFL owners looked at these black men who, through their hard work and sacrifice, make them, the owners, hundreds of millions of dollars each and every fucking year. And you know what they said? You're my fucking slave, bitch. You have no rights under the Constitution. So, if you take a knee, you're fired. You do not have the right to freedom of expression. All NFL owners, the NFL commissioner, you are a bunch of racist fucking pieces of shit. Those players are not your slaves, and you have no right to deny them their rights. Attacks on affirmative action, which, by the way, helped white women more than any other demographic. That shit didn't happen in the 60s, in the 70s. lot of that shit happened in the 2000s. Consumer racism. That little shit-ass white boy in South Carolina, he's not an institution. He's an individual who is filled with racism. That racism and the hate that it perpetrated led him to walk into a church and kill 9 innocent people who had welcomed him in to their house of worship. That's consumer racism. I want to explain this consumer racism very well. Very well. Because every white person on the planet will swear, I am not a racist. I love black people. I have white friends. I have I have black friends. I have a black wife, a black husband. My best friend is black. My co-workers are black. So what, bitch? This little shit-ass woman in Central Park. A black man asked her, could you please leash your dog? 911. And after the fact, she says, oh, I'm not racist. I'm not racist. For real? Little shit-ass governor of Virginia. Med school. Wearing blackface. Oh, I'm not racist. I'm not racist. For real? Are you sure? These little conservative commentators talk all this shit about black people. I'm not racist. I'm not. For real? So, Mr. White person, let me educate you on what racism is. But before I do that, let me give you some examples from my own personal experience. I walk in a grocery store, Kroger, in Columbus, Ohio, a 2000 East Main Street in Bexley, Ohio. I walk into the Kroger. I've been to that grocery store many, many times. There have been security people in there. There have been Columbus police people in there. Never said a thing to me. Never questioned me. I've never seen anybody asked to produce a receipt. Well, I walk in there one day. I go to a register. I need some money to pay my rent, so I need some cash back. I go to a self-checkout register. It says, oh, we don't do cash back here. I asked the lady, the, monitor lady, can I check out at your stand and get cash back? She says, yeah. But my card will only give me $100 cash back from her. So I said, well, I need more cash. So I go around and I ask her. I said, I already paid for this stuff. Can I go back around and go to that other self-checkout and try and get cash back? She says, yes. The policeman is standing there watching me, talking to her, pay for my things. I walk back around. Now I notice this policeman is following me. So I look at him to let him know I ain't playing your bullshit, motherfucker. I ain't here to steal shit. I go down to the self-checkout. I'm paying for my shit and I'm watching that policeman watch me pay for my fucking shit. As soon as I'm walking out, he's asking me for a receipt, telling me he thinks I stole something. And then he trespasses me from the store. for buying shit. That's racism. The two white managers would do nothing. That's racism. I'm at a gym, 24-hour fitness in Denver, Colorado, Inglewood, Colorado. And I'm lifting weight. And I'm exploding it. So I drop it, explode it. Some white man comes up to me and says, stop banging that weight. I said, look, man, mind your business. I'm lifting. Go do your thing. Why are you in my business? Starts talking shit. I said, I'll fuck you up. Police are called. They don't want to hear anything from me. Just from the white man. This is Denver, Colorado, Inglewood. There's probably only 5 black people in that gym. I'm only there because I'm doing business out there. I get kicked out. I get my membership revoked just for standing up to a white man who came at me to harass me. That's racism. And by the way, I am so glad to hear that 24-Hour Fitness is filing for bankruptcy. You are a racist shit organization and you don't need to be in business. Gold's Gym. I'm lifting, training. All these white homosexual men coming around me. I said, leave me alone. I ain't on that shit. They go say some shit to the manager. My membership is revoked. Lifetime Fitness. Same situation. White men harassing me. My membership is revoked. YMCA in Columbus, Ohio. White men harassing me. My membership is revoked. Simply because I resisted. I play sports. I've been playing sports all my fucking life. Football, quarterback position, soccer, basketball, boxing, baseball. And I go to parks and train because one day I might just go pro. Yet white people feel they have the right to just come there and do whatever the fuck they want to do. If you want to walk your dog in my way, you can do that. If you just want to come park yourself there and just watch me like you own me, you can do that. And when I object, they call the Columbus police, the Denver police, the Irwindale police, the Culver City police. I'm at a job. I'm doing my job. I never come late. I'm always on time. I never cause any problems. Why is this white manager following me around everywhere I go? Heidelberg Distributing. Why is that? Racism. And before I move on, I want to relist those institutions, those individuals who have been racist towards me. 24-Hour Fitness, Nationwide Insurance in Columbus, Ohio, 24-Hour Fitness in Denver, Colorado, Gold's Gym in Venice, California, the YMCA in Columbus, Ohio, the Columbus Police Department, the Denver Police Department, the Irwindale, California Police Department, the Culver City, California Police Department, and Kroger, the grocery store. Those are all places where I have experienced racism. A lot of black people have become numb to it. And they just take it because they've had to deal with it so many fucking times. You walk into a store and security just following you around. You ain't even done shit. You could be in a fucking suit and tie, but you're a nigga. But you're a nigga. Forgot one place. Eastern Town Center, a mall in Columbus, Ohio, where I was trespassed because I stood up for my rights against some racist shit white people. See, I fought for this country. I put my life many times on the line for this country. I have killed many people in the name of this country. And I will not tolerate no little shit-ass motherfucker disrespecting me just because it's some little shit-ass white person. Fuck you, bitch. I will stand up for myself. And all you black people out there need to start standing the fuck up for yourselves and stop taking their fucking shit. Racism, Mr. White Person, is simply this. When or if you look at a black person and say that black person, you don't even have to think they're inferior to me. It's just a matter of, that's not a white person, so I will treat them differently. I will not accord them the same level of respect I would accord a white person. Racism is when you harbor stereotypes within your stupid little shit white head. All black people are lazy. All black people are drug dealers. All black women are sex fiends. All black teenagers are lazy, hence why I give them a job. They ain't gonna show up. Black people are violent. They're prone to criminality. When you believe the shit you see on television, the white woman is the best looking woman in the world. The white man is the best looking man in the world. The white people are the most intelligent race in the world. That makes you racist, white person. That makes you racist. And by that measure, 90% of you are fucking racists. Of course, there's degrees of racism. There's a KKK, skinheads, Aryan Brotherhood, and alt-right. Then right. Then GOP. Then liberal. Whoa. Whoa, nigga. Whoa. Hold up, nigga. Hold up. Did you say liberal? Nah. You confused, nigga. You confused, man. Liberals can't be racist. Really? If you don't vote for me, you're not black. Mayor Buttigieg, the homo from Indiana, fired a black police chief, the first black police chief, because the white officers refused to acknowledge him because he was a black man. And he wants the black vote. There's a liberal. See, socialists, communists, they're not your friend. Just like the Democrats, they're not your friend. They want to use you, take advantage of you. It is not a win-win situation. It is a win for them, a lose for you. In this game, black man, black woman, you have no friend. The Asian is not your friend. The Latino is not your friend. The white person is not your friend. Ain't nobody gonna save you but you, black man. Only we can save our fucking selves. The liberals fool us into believing they're gonna help us, but they don't do fucking shit for us. Wasn't it a white female senator from Minnesota that was running for president? The same Minnesota where Minneapolis sits, where a black man was killed by the Minneapolis police. What the fuck was that woman doing all this time knowing there was that evil within her state? She's a liberal and a racist. Biden, he's a liberal and a racist. The governor of Virginia, he's a liberal and a racist. So wake up, black man. Wake up, black woman. They're not your friend. You are alone. White people, do you now understand what racism is? Do you? Any behavior, any thought that you entertain, any action that you engage in that does not fully attribute respect to a black person is racist. Are we clear now? Because I want us to be clear, because I'm going somewhere with this. Another thing. Well, actually, I want to move on. I want to talk about where all this started. At the beginning of this video, I spoke about the U.S. was founded in slavery. Well, you might say, well, come on, nigga. So what? We just had a few niggas out there in the fields, all day chopping it up, planting corn and cotton and tobacco. It was all good, man. At the end of the day, we gave them a watermelon. They went and sat under the tree, ate that watermelon. Next thing you know, they jucking and jiving like niggas do. Because they're lazy. That's all they could do, right? Had it not been for slavery, the U.S. would be nothing. Nothing. You had the triangle trade. Slaves were brought in from Africa to the U.S. They cultivated cotton, tobacco, rice, shipped it out to England. They processed that into finished goods, shipped them back to the U.S. Now, At some time, at some point in time, the North started to industrialize. So from all the excess profits from the South, that was able to finance the industrialization of the North. You had banking centers start to develop in the North to finance all this activity, including the slave trade. Because of that cheap labor, that zero cost labor, and the productivity of the soil, and the profits gained from that, it enabled the North to industrialize faster, and through that, it enabled the wealth of the nation to explode. You say, well, white people could have farmed the land and still accomplished the same thing. No. The first laborers were indentured servants from Europe, white people. Motherfuckers was weak as shit. Couldn't last. All right, let's grab the fucking Indians. Put them out in the field. This is their land. They know the soil. Couldn't last. The only motherfuckers that could sweat and toil in that environment productively were black people. So had it not been for the black slaves, the U.S. would not be where it is today. The U.S. might as well be like some little South American country. Second world, third world. And that's where it started. But these slaves, you know, you watch Roots, Kunta Kinte, Toby. Little docile motherfuckers. Yes, master, don't hit me, master, don't hit me, master, don't hit me, master, I'll be good, master, I go to the field, master. What you want me to do, master, I go to the field. Kill that fucking delusion from your mind, bitch. There were over 300 slave revolts. Over 3 fucking 100 slave revolts between 1620 and 1865. And you're talking about people who are significantly overpowered. But they killed their masters. They went to the next house, killed all the motherfuckers over there, went to the next house, killed all them motherfuckers. And slaves were running away like fucking flies. You turn around, oh, there's another one gone. Oh, there's another. No, nigga. No. Them slaves were not little shit bitches. You stepped on them, you spat on them, you beat them down, but them motherfuckers would not give up because that is a spirit of the black man. White man. Understand that. Understand that. You have no idea what you're fucking with. So they had to tighten the clamp on these slaves. Because, look, man, that's my fucking property, nigga. I paid $200 for that one. I paid $300 for that one. I paid $500 for that one. I can't have my fucking property running away. That ain't gonna work, nigga. That ain't gonna work. I got a solution. Slave patrols. For all of you who have sat there and asked yourselves and wondered, where did the police come from? The first police forces in the USA had as their job, their responsibility, capture runaway slaves and make sure these motherfuckers don't run away and they do not rebel. I will say that again, and I will put it in a concise term. The first police forces in the United States of America were responsible for controlling the slaves. Do you now understand where that phrase "to serve and protect" comes from? They are not here and were never here to serve and protect the black man or the black woman. They were and have always been here to serve and protect the white people. Protect them from black people. Are your eyes now opening? The fundamental problem with policing in this nation is what policing was started for. And that mentality, that culture, has endured from the 1700s till today. The police are not here to protect you, black man. They're not here to serve you, black man. The police are here to protect the white people from you and to serve the interests of the white people. That is why white people cannot fucking understand what the problem black people have with police. Because when it comes to white people, police have one mission. When it comes to black people, they have a completely opposite mission. Do you now understand the problem? Let's go on with history. Jim Crow. Now, a lot of people don't know about Jim Crow. They don't understand Jim Crow. They don't understand the impact of Jim Crow. After the Civil War, okay, you got a bunch of slave-ass niggas out there in the field hoeing and singing songs. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Freedom. Go, nigga. You're free. These white people, in their hearts, were expecting that once these niggas off the plantation, they're so fucking dumb. They're fucking 3/5 of a human being. They're just gonna rot in the streets. I mean, fuck, I'm the master. I've been feeding them. Now they gotta feed themselves. They're dumb as shit. These niggas was fucking shit up, boy. governors, congressmen, mayors, businessmen, engineers, lawyers, doctors, everything. Everything. Every fucking thing these niggas was doing, and they was doing better than white boys who used to own them. Fucking shit. The white man said, fucking shit. What the fuck? These are fucking animals. What the fuck? They're doctors, lawyers, and not. They're more intelligent than me. No, motherfucker. I cannot let these niggas rise up like this. I cannot let these niggas rise up like this, because before I know it, they'll be ahead of me. They will be ahead of me. Jim Crow had only one purpose: to ensure that no matter what, black people would always stay below the white people. It had nothing to do with perceived racial inferiority, because those white people had seen. I ain't talking about 10 years after emancipation. I ain't talking about 20, 30, 40 years after emancipation. I'm talking about 1 or 2 years after the fucking Civil Wars over. These niggas was running shit. And it scared the fuck out of white people, nigga. It scared the shit out of white people. They said, we will stop this shit now. KKK, all those organizations were structured to limit the progress of black people. So they have formed the foundation for institutional racism, slavery, and the mindset it established, and the institutions that were put in place to maintain it, including the police force. Jim Crow and the restrictions it placed on black people from an institutional perspective, where you could work, where you could live, where you could eat, where you could drink, to suppress their rise. Not because the black man was inferior, but because the white man was insecure. Because in the 1700s, in the 1600s, well, let's go to 1600s, because by 1700, the Arabs took more slaves out of Africa than white people. Understand, between 1600 and about 1800, half of Africa's population was extracted and sold into slavery. Half of its population was extracted and sold into slavery. When these Arabs, when these Europeans went into Africa in the 1600s, no, they did not find a bunch of savages riding around butt naked in the back of monkeys. They found Timbuktu, Songhai, Ashanti Kingdom, Abyssinia, Nubia, the Maasai, the Zulu. They found great nations and civilizations that were more advanced than their fucking European primitive backward shit selves who were not even taking showers because they were scared of water spirits. They found universities in Africa when they couldn't even fucking read back in Europe. So no, from the onset, the European knew this African is not inferior to me. My suspicion, it aroused a great level of insecurity in that European. Because if you don't know it by now, the white man is one of the most insecure men on this planet. That's why he needs big guns, because he got a little dick. Consumer racism. Consumer racism is not institutional, but personal. Fuck you, nigga. Shit ass nigga, dumb ass nigga, ugly ass nigga, lazy ass nigga, stupid ass nigga, thieving ass nigga. Fuck you, nigga. That's consumer racism. Where does it come from? Everything has a root. You see the tree standing up? It has a root down below. What is the root of consumer racism? First of all, even though they may try and deny it as hard as shit, white people know deep down inside that what they have done to black people in this country is wrong, is evil, is vile. They know that. They may never admit it, but they know that. They know that fully well. And there's a fear in them. There's a great, great fear in them that one day, these niggas may just say, fuck this shit, cracker, you're gonna die. It is a fear deep within white people that one day niggas might just say fuck it and rise up and kill all of them. That is one of the strongest pillars of their racism. So their hatred, their desire to disrespect, to put down black people is in part a desire to ensure that their nightmare never comes to fruition. That's why if you're a dumbass, jucking and jiving, pants sagging, twerking on Facebook, whatever, ignorant black person, they love you. You're no threat. You're no threat. But if you're a charismatic, articulate, intelligent black man who could bring the nation back from the brink of financial disaster, restore the nation, pull the nation out of useless wars. Fuck. Obama. If you're a successful black athlete who won a Super Bowl, who's intelligent, articulate, and conscious of who he is and what his roots are, and are willing to stand up for what you believe in, Colin. No, not Colin. We gotta get him out the NFL. He could inspire other players. Roger Goodell, you racist bitch. If you are a capable black man that is not an Oreo, Clarence Thomas, or an Uncle Tom, and you can speak your mind and stand up for what you believe in, and you have ambition and drive, and you don't need white people, you can stand on your own, you are a fucking threat. Because you could inspire others, and you could start a movement, and you could wake other black people up, and goddamn, now they're gonna know what we did, and now we white people might get killed and run and hide. That's why any strong black man, they gotta bring the fuck down Bill Cosby. Has anyone else that was accused in that Me Too shit, has anyone else gone to jail? Or was it just Cosby? 80-year-old man going blind. Are you for real? You tried him, what, 5 fucking times? And their insecurities, man. And they're fucking, white people are the most fucking insecure shit people on this fucking planet. No matter how hard they try. White men are the most insecure fucking shit I've ever met. What are they insecure about? What are they insecure about? For one thing, white men believe every black man wants to fuck a white woman. They believe that every black man goes to sleep at night dreaming about white pussy, white pussy, white pussy. Wakes up in the morning dreaming about white pussy, white pussy. Well, I don't give a fuck about no shit ass white pussy. When I played college football, the only reason I fucked white women is to fuck with the white boys. Yeah, I'm fucking your girlfriend. So what, bitch? Fuck you. I don't give a fuck about no shit ass white bitch. I think white women are probably the ugliest women on the planet. But white men are so insecure about that. Black man gonna fuck my bitch. Black man gonna fuck my bitch. Because black men got 50-inch dicks and white men got tiny little dicks. How do I know? Not because I go around looking at white men's dicks, but because they talk about it every fucking where they go. Them the only motherfucking race of men that I know that's obsessed with fucking dicks and dick sizes. Who gives a fuck how big your dick is? I don't give a fuck about your dick, bitch. My dick goes into pussy. That's it. I don't give a fuck about your dick. I don't want to see your dick. I don't want to see you naked, bitch. Fuck you. But they're obsessed with that shit. And that makes them so fucking insecure. They're insecure about the fact that black men, we cool. That's what they hated about Obama. Obama was cool. And they were nerds. Bush was a nerd. Clinton was a nerd. Reagan was a nerd. Trump is a nerd. And they were nerds. And Obama was cool. And black men are cool. We play the saxophone. We play the piano like Ray Charles. We could sing. We're so cool. And they're nerds. And it makes them insecure. And we could play sports. Quarterback, basketball, soccer, boxing, whatever the fuck. And whatever fucking sport we play, we're the best. White people have so much fucking insecurities, it is not even fucking funny. There's two last things. Two last things that promote consumer racism. The education system. The whitewashed education system. History, as you're taught in grade school and high school, is a lie. It's a fucking lie. Rome was not this huge, big civilization. Rome was a tiny little fucking nation. Greece? Let me put it like this. Imagine a small state like Vermont and put 10 cities in Vermont, each with a population of about 10,000. That's Greece. That is Greece. The great Greek philosophers, Plato, Hippocrates, all these motherfuckers, Socrates, everything they knew, everything they knew, they learned from the black Egyptians before the Arabs came into Egypt when it was called Kemet. Kemet meaning the land of the black. So how the fuck can you tell me Egypt was white when it was named the land of the black? Unless white people used to be black and all of a sudden became white. I don't know. Your logic pervades me. At a time when white people had their tiny little nations they called empires, Kemet was expanding into the Arabian Peninsula, into Greece, into the Indian subcontinent. That's how far Egypt's reach under black men extended. Before Kemet, there's Abyssinia, now known as Ethiopia, and Nubia, now known as Sudan. Thousands of years before any known white civilization. But your history books don't tell you that. Your history books don't tell you that it was the Moors, the black Moors, who came to Spain and civilized the Spanish, and the Portuguese, and from there, the rest of Europe. See, your history is written to promote this false notion of white greatness. And it is a false notion. It is a black man, Imhotep, an Egyptian, who is the father of medicine. A lot of your modern pharmacology is based on the knowledge of the Native American healers, the Indian healers from the subcontinent, the Chinese healers, and the African healers. You have been lied to, white man, in your schools. You have been lied to. And that lie has given you a false sense of superiority. Your media. In this day and age, how many black shows do you find on television? In this day and age, how many black movies do you see released? You got black actors, black directors, black writers, black producers, black cinematographers. See, the media has its origins at the turn of the century in silent movies. Most of those silent movies mocked, debased, denigrated black people to the amusement and delight of white people. The first black actors, the first black entertainers, musicians, were expected to act a fool to entertain the white people. So just like the police were founded to control niggas, entertainment was created to denigrate niggas. The only fucking reason you see black people prominent in music is because without black people, there would be no music. Jazz, blues, country, gospel, rock and roll, all created, developed, promoted by black people. Not until Elvis Presley did white people feature prominently in rock and roll. Prior to that, it was all black. All of it. You have been fed a lot of fucking lies, Mr. White Man. A lot of fucking lies that have led you to believe that you are superior to black people and can therefore treat them with disdain. lot of lies. A lot of people like to talk about problems. When they talk to the protesters, they ask them, why are you here? What would you like to see happen? When they protested in Ferguson, they were talking about problems. In 92, when they protested in LA, they were talking about problems. In 68, when they protested in Watts, they were talking about problems. I want to talk about solutions, nigga. So we talked about institutional racism, which is that enforced or practiced or dispersed by institutions. At several groups of institutions that we need to address. Number one, what I call the legal ecosystem. Here you have the courts, the police, the prosecutors, and the trial attorneys. First and foremost, to reverse the mentality that has plagued police departments since the days of slavery, you need to make it clear, very, very clear to police that your job is no longer to catch slaves. I'll say that again. The mayors, the attorneys generals need to make a pronouncement that henceforth the mission of the police department is not to control the fucking slaves, because the slaves are free. But words are not sufficient. So we need actions. To all of you governors, to all of you mayors, to all you senators, to you the president, to you the attorney general, all of you who say this is wrong, this is what we need. Number one, castrate the police unions. Castrate them so they can no longer influence policy. Number two, create an independent citizens oversight board. The mayor, the police chief, should no longer report to the mayor. The mayor will no longer appoint the police chief. The Citizens Commission, comprised of citizens of that locality, will now be responsible for overseeing the police department. Any complaints go to them, not to the police, to them. All complaints against police are handled independently of the police department or the mayor's office. Number two, police are not above the law. I will say that again. Police are not above the law. If I cannot park in a red zone, neither can a policeman. If I cannot park next to a fire hydrant, neither can a policeman. If I cannot block traffic in the road, neither can a policeman. If I cannot run a red light by turning on my sirens, neither can a policeman. And if I kill someone, I should stand trial. If it is a justified homicide, it will come out in trial. If it's not justified, it will come out in trial and I should serve my life sentence. The police are not above the law, and the police should not be treated above the law. If the policeman commits a crime, he goes to trial. That message needs to be sent to the prosecutors. Fuck this grand jury shit. If you motherfuckers had arrested this fool 3-4 days ago, we would not have this mess right now. If you had arrested that fool in Missouri, Ferguson, that shit would not have burnt down. So as long as your fucking police are above the law, don't say shit about them protesters. Don't say shit about them. Number 3. Why the fuck are police shooting to kill? You are not in the military. I understand. If you're a policeman and you're standing there and I got a gun pointed at you and I'm blasting, yes, kill me, motherfucker. Kill me. But if I got my arms up, if I'm running away, if I got a knife and you're 20 feet away from me and I got a fucking knife and you got a gun, shoot me in the leg. I can't run after you if you shot me in the leg. If I got a knife, shoot me in the hand. I'll drop the fucking knife and drop down in fucking pain. Why the fuck are the police shooting to kill? That is training. Your training is wrong, police departments, and hence all training that is provided to police must be reviewed and approved by the Citizens Oversight Commission. Take complete control of the police department out of the hands of the mayor and put it in the hands of the citizens. These problems will cease quick. If a policeman commits a stipulated number of inviolate actions, he's fired. If I have a job and I'm late every fucking day, I won't have a job. If I have a job and I go to my job and take a nap for half the time I'm supposed to be working, I won't have a job. Why does this rat motherfucker that killed Mr. Floyd had 18 fucking complaints against him and he was still working? Why, Senator Amy Klobuchar from Minnesota? You're a liberal. Why did this fool have so many complaints and he was still working? What did you do about that, Senator? I heard you trying to be vice president. If you become vice president, I think all black people should vote for Trump if you become Biden's vice president nominee. I think all black people should vote for Trump. We need to change the way we police our police. Demolish the buddy-buddy relationship between prosecutors, judges, and police. Because what happens is, I get arrested in some trumped up shit. The policeman knows the prosecutor. He goes, tells the prosecutor some bullshit. Prosecutor knows the judge. Go tells the judge some bullshit. I am fucked even before the trial starts. I am fucked. That is why it is so hard to find a policeman guilty or to prosecute a policeman. Because they all know each other. The police, the judges, the prosecutors all know each other. And if you got a high-paid defense attorney who's buddy-buddy with them, you might be lucky. But if you're a nigga from the hood and you got to go with a public defender who's probably trying to juggle 100 cases, you're fucked. So we need to change the entire legal landscape and make it significantly easier to prosecute and jail a policeman for crimes committed. Just because you got that uniform and that badge on does not give you a right to violate my rights or to commit a crime. Which violating my rights is committing a crime, Mr. Policeman. From an educational curriculum perspective, we need to tell true history. Not white history, but true history. There is no fucking reason to have a Black History Month. A lot of people don't know what Black History Month is about. Black History Month is about recognizing and appreciating the contributions that black people, such as Charles Drew, who created the ability to conserve blood, such that when you get into an accident, a car accident, and you're losing a lot of blood, and they rush you to the hospital and they got blood in there and they're pumping blood in you, thank a black man. Without him, that would not be possible. The refrigerated railroad car, so you could transport lettuce from California to New York and buy it at the store and it's still fresh. A black man. The electric light, the telephone, a black man. The traffic light, a black man. The first PC, a black man. And I could go on and on and on. Even religion. Let us make man in our image. Is that not what God said? Let us make man in our image. Who was the first man on this rock? I think he had skin color like this. Can you see that? Black. Like that, black. He had black skin color. Let us make man in our image. First man is black in our image. Damn. Fuck. Damn. Are you telling me God is black? Are you telling me God is black? If God is black, then Yahweh is black. Then Allah is black. Then Jesus was black. So what's this blonde hair, blue-eyed Jesus I be seeing in church all the time? What's these pictures of a white God? The truth has to be told, white man. The truth has to be told. We need to change the curriculum to reflect the contributions of all people. The Chinese were civilized at least 3,000 years before Rome and Greece even showed up. 3,000. The Indians and the subcontinent, they go back thousands of years. The Native Americans go back thousands of years. The Africans, shit, they were the first motherfucker. And they weren't running around in jungles going blah, 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 blah. They were making fucking shit happen, bitch. I know why you don't want to tell the true history of the world. Because it will make you look insignificant, white person. But if you want to combat racism, you have to change the educational curriculum to reflect the truth. We need to restore and enforce diligently the measures that were put into place to counter racism. I'm talking about affirmative action. I'm talking about voting rights. And I'm talking about other protections against harm from a hostile white race. In America today, I was fortunate. When I was in corporate America, I was fortunate. I was fucking fortunate. Within 4 years, within 4 fucking years out of college, I was at director level at a Fortune 100 corporation. Because I'm ambitious. I don't wait for someone to give me something. I go get it. A lot of black people are not like that. Not that they're dumb, not that they can't do their job. But because of that, they get passed over for promotions. Again and again and again. Despite the fact that they're qualified. We need to rewrite affirmative action. Not so much to open doors into the corporation, but to open doors upward within the corporation. We need to reinforce fair lending practices to ensure black people are not discriminated against in lending, whether it be to a business, to consumer for a car loan, house loan. We need to make sure that happens. I saw the Target CEO. Come on. Well, Mr. Target CEO, I got a question for you. Of your C-suite executives, CEO, CIO, CFO, CMO, CTO, whatever, how many black people are in the executive ranks at Target? And please don't tell me there's no qualified black people. I went to Howard. I've never seen so many fucking intelligent human beings in my life as I saw at Howard. I was in D.C., surrounded by professional, capable, intelligent black men and women. Nobody can tell me that there are no qualified black people to serve in top positions in corporate America. So all you fucking CEOs who are out there talking this, I want to see action. Fuck the talk. Go within your companies and find the qualified black people and elevate them. Elevate them. The media. CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. CNN, part of Turner. MSNBC, part of, I think, CBS. Fox News, part of the Fox company. If you media people are serious about what you're saying, this is what I want to see. I want to see more, significantly more television programming attuned to a black audience, speaking to a black experience in a positive way. Like the Cosby Show. Like, what was that thing? A Different World. Even goddamn Will Smith and his goofy ass self from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. If you Hollywood people are serious about this, let us see some more black television. Bob Johnson, founder of BET, he founded that because there was no outlet for black music. MTV was all white. VH1 was all white. Where could black artists showcase their shit? It shouldn't be like that. Movies, Sony, Warner Brothers. Who else is there? Fox. Miramax. I want to see more black movies. But not just that. I want to see more black, big budget movies, big budget black movies. And they don't have to be an all black cast. It doesn't have to be about a black story. Why can't you have a black James Bond? Why not? If you're filming a movie in Atlanta, I've been in movies as an extra. You fill in the background. That's all you do. You fill in the background. When you watch a movie and you see all those people walking around, they don't say shit, they're just moving around or standing around. Those are extras. You get $100, $150 a day. Start shooting at 7, you get breakfast. Stop shooting at fucking 5, 6, you get lunch, you might even get dinner. Plus $150. And there's some good food. But you're shooting a movie in DC, you're shooting a movie in Atlanta, which are majority black cities. And all you got in the background are white people? Are you fucking stupid? Reflect reality. I write screenplays. I write novels. A novel is believable if it is relatable. If I create a character in a novel, and my character is a evil villain who served 3 sentences in federal pen, and I portray my character as some little weak ass, little whiny, little shit, it's not believable. If I'm making a movie in Atlanta and it's based in Atlanta, that's where the scene is. Downtown Atlanta, Lenox Mall, Atlanta, Midtown Atlanta, where there's a lot of black people, then when I see that movie and I look in the background, I should see black people or a majority of black people. Same thing if I'm making a movie in DC, unless I'm shooting in Georgetown or DuPont Circle or Arlington. If I'm making a movie in South Central, in Watts, in Compton. If you Hollywood motherfuckers are serious, you have the power to make that change. Because the media has a powerful impact on the perceptions of the people. And if you portray black people in a positive manner, and you show black people doing things constructively, you're going to start reprogramming the minds of these white people. And by reprogramming their minds, you're going to start programming the racism out of them, that sense of superiority. And they'll start to see black people differently. Music. I'm a musician. I'm an athlete. I'm a writer. I'll soon be a director. I'm a composer. I'm a lyricist. I'm a businessman. And I build houses. So I could talk about all these things. Study the history of hip hop. Study it. Hip hop was a form of expression for inner city black youth who felt cut out from R&B, rock. It didn't talk to us. So we started our own shit. First, just reciting rhymes over drum beats. Reciting that. Niggas didn't make a lot of money. I'm from LA. Hip hop started LA, Oakland, New York, and Miami down here. It spoke to black people. It was positive. Even Tupac's shit was positive. NWA shit was positive in its own way. Ice-T's shit was positive in its own way. But niggas wasn't making paper. Niggas wasn't making paper. Go listen to Eric Sermon, Redman, all of them. What are they talking about? Driving in my Jeep, driving in my Jeep. What's Lil Wayne and them talking about? My Maybach, my Ghost, my Spur, my G5 like an auto. Black music was positive until money came into the picture. Around 93, 94, they pulled Jay-Z in. They pulled Puffy in. Make trash. Make trash. From that point on, hip-hop became garbage. It was about nothing. There's a few out there that's still on it. The majority ain't about shit. Because of that, black people have been led astray. And you're an artist. He's a famous individual. I won't mention his name because he's a friend of mine. And I've seen him come up, doing little shows here, little shows there, building up. He succeeded. He got a deal. They told him, this is what we want you to rap about. He said, that ain't me. They said, do you want the money or not? If you record labels and executives are serious about combating racism, let these artists speak in a positive tone. It is not necessary to sell negativity. Music can be inspiring. Music can be uplifting. But when you hold that $5 million check, that $10 million check, and you tell that artist, you got to rap about garbage or you don't get this check, you're the enemy. You're the enemy, record executive. You're the enemy. I want to see black professional athletes. And I say this knowing that very soon I too might be a black professional athlete. I want to see you, LeBron, Steph Curry, Jalen Rose, Mike Vick, Russell Wilson, Cam Newton, Dwayne Wade, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I want to see you embrace your people. Sending out tweets, that's cool. Wearing t-shirts with Trevon's name, that's cool. When you do those photo shoots, those public relations gambits, instead of seeing LeBron surrounded by a bunch of white kids, I want you, LeBron, when they come to you and say, we want to do some little NBA care shit, I want you to say, I'm a Laker. I play in LA. Let's go to the photo shoot in Watts and bring a bunch of black kids around me. Or better yet, let's find a little corner court, a little court on the corner in Watts. And let's have some black kids come out there and we play. I want to see you professional black athletes set up summer camps. Football, baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever. In the hood. At some rec center in the hood. And have a bunch of black kids come in there free of charge. And call the media to film it. Because that sends a message to white people. This rich, famous, successful nigga embraces his own people. Damn, I wear LeBron's jersey. Damn, I wear Russell's jersey. And he's out there with some niggas? I guess niggas got some value. Look, we've been here again and again and again and again. I do not want to see another black man killed by police. And I am saying this as a black man who has several times come close to being killed by police for doing nothing wrong. One time in D.C., me and my boys were going to a club, going into Silver Spring, Maryland, on Georgia Ave, pull up at a stoplight. Red light, right? I'm driving. My youngin's in the car with me. I look over there. I see one cop car pull up, another one. I look over here. I see one cop car pull up, another one. What the fuck? I look behind me. I see like 3 cop cars pull up. I look coming this way. I see 2 cop. I said, damn, these motherfuckers must want someone, right? That light turned green, nigga. That light turned green. Before I could even step on the gas to move, I had 6 fucking guns pointed at my fucking head. Bam, 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 all angles, nigga. I said, what the fuck did I do now, nigga? I turned the car off, put the keys in the dash, put my hands on the steering wheel, and said, what the fuck do you want with me? I'd done nothing wrong. Someone had just robbed a liquor store and drove off in a white car. I just happened to be driving a white car. Fortunately for me, the lady that owned the liquor store walked up and looked at me and said, nah, that ain't him. Fortunately for me, none of those cops were trigger happy, or I would be dead right now. So I did not want to see another nigga dead by coppers. I did not. That's why I don't want to go through this shit again. And that's why I made this fucking video. So motherfuckers could listen and understand what the fucking problem is and what the solutions are. So all you politicians, stop fucking talking. You know what the problem is. The problem is racism. There's things you can do from an institutional perspective to address it, from a policy perspective to address it. Fuck all this talking shit. I've told you what you could do. All cops go to trial. All cops are not above the law. Buddy between DA, cops, and judge, kill that shit. Police union, crush that shit. Education system, change it. Movies, media, change it. You know what the fuck to do. Stop acting like fucking idiots, or this is what will happen. Or this is what will happen. If we, as black people, come to the point where we feel that any encounter with the police is likely to end in our death, then if police pull us over, we will refuse to be put in handcuffs. If they insist on putting us in handcuffs, we will fight them. We will fight them. We will stand our ground, just like white people are allowed by law to stand their ground. If we view the police as a threat to our lives, I have the right to defend my life. And if I see the history of policing and its brutality targeted towards black people, then when a policeman approaches me in an aggressive manner, I will too get aggressive. And if I beat the shit out of that policeman, then it is justified. Because that policeman should have showed me respect from the get-go. Number one, I am not saying go out and beat up police just for the sake of beating them up. If they aggress you, you stand your ground. You have the legal right. If a policeman kills a black man, and we black people know that that policeman is not likely to stand trial or to be indicted, guess what we're going to start doing? Something called mob justice. We'll find out where that policeman lives. We will go snatch him from his fucking house, and we will kill him. We will murder him, just like he murdered that black innocent man. I say innocent because if a black man is threatening the life of a police officer and the police officer kills that black man, we have no problem with you. You did your job. We have no problem with you. Keep doing your job. If a black man is on the ground, if a black man has his hands up, if a black man has his back turned towards a policeman, and the policeman kills him, you're a murderer, bitch. You're a fucking murderer. And we know full well that ain't shit gonna happen to you. We're gonna come snatch you out your fucking house, and we're gonna kill you, motherfucker. And we're gonna kill you. We're gonna hold our own court, find you guilty, and execute you. And then we will dump your fucking body in front of the police station, so all other fucking police know that black lives do matter. For white men, who have it in your mind that we are animals, that I got a bullseye here, I got a bullseye here, I got a bullseye on my back, and it's pop, pop, target practice. Let me tell you this, bitch. We're not going to kill you. That's kindness, motherfucker. That's kindness. You stalk a nigga, and you kill that nigga in cold blood. Now, we ain't gonna kill you. We're gonna kidnap your bitch ass. We are gonna kidnap your bitch motherfucking white ass. And we're gonna torture you for 1 week. Then we're gonna lynch you on your street in front of your fucking house. So all of your neighbors, all of your family, all of your friends can walk by and see you skinned hanging from a tree. And then they could sit back and think, if I kill a nigga, that's how I'm going to end up. We do not want to escalate this. We want to de-escalate this. I do not want to kill police. I do not want to kill white people. But when you look at me as an animal to be hunted and be disrespected, I will preserve my dignity. I will stand up for myself I will stand up for my people. If you want a race war, we could go there. It is not necessary. It does not have to end like that. It does not have to go down this path. But white people, we did you no wrong. You enslaved us. You oppressed us. You are killing us. We did you no fucking wrong. And you keep doing this. What the fuck do you want us to do? It is your choice, white people. It is your choice. You either make the change or we take this to the next level. It is your choice. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, God bless, and good night.